Warning: the Ninja X show may trigger the social justice warriors, incels, the Me Too movement, menonazis, feminazis and other extremist groups. Viewer discretion is advised.
This video is brought to you by SchoolTrashers.com, educating people with the truth, by trashing indoctrination and extremist views since 2005.
Welcome to the Ninja X Show. Today's topic, Leftist has anger issues. Why did I title the video that way? Well, leftists claim they are not Democrats, but they are the same idiots who preach vote blue no matter who. So honestly, as far as I am concerned, Democrats and leftists are the same thing. Anyways, let's talk about the anger issues that Democrats and leftists seem to display. Here are some clips showing just how angry these guys get.
The site of the Rayshard Brooks shooting, which was in a Wendy's parking lot, that neighborhood in Atlanta, there has been another killing, another shooting. I want to show you a picture of the victim. She's just 8 years old. Secoria Turner is her name. What was she doing? She was going to the store with her mom. Mom was looking for a place to park, and apparently in that neighborhood, which has really drastically changed since the shooting of Rayshard Brooks, there were some locals who were barricading a parking lot. There was some disagreement about where you can and can't park. And the people who were patrolling this part of town carrying guns. I want to show you some surveillance video released by police. This is one of the individuals with a gun. They believe this is someone they want to talk to, a suspect in this case. So police are looking for this guy. There's two more potential suspects out there. And again, this is the same area, catty corner from that Wendy's restaurant where Rayshard Brooks was shot and killed. And it's not the first shooting in that neighborhood.
Let's bring in Judge Jeanine Pirro. You already saw her, host of Justice with Judge Jeanine, and author of the new book, great new book, Liars, Leakers, and
That's right. And
Judge.
she was over on The View yesterday to promote it. How did it go? Watch this.
I'm 62 years old. There have been a lot of people in office that I didn't agree with, but I have never, ever seen anything like this. I've never seen anybody whip up such hate. I've never seen anybody be so dismissive. Here's my question for you, because you talk about, I don't have Trump derangement. Let me tell you what I have. Okay. I have a lot of, I'm tired of people starting a conversation with Mexicans or liars and rapists.
Well, but you know what's horrible? When people who shouldn't be here end up murdering the children of American citizens.
You know what's horrible?
What's horrible
when the president of the United States whips up people to beat the hell out of people.
No.
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye. And then on the other side of that timeout, Judge Jeanine was no longer in that chair. What happened?
Okay, so I'm invited to The View to talk about my new book, Liars, Leakers, and Liberals, the case against the anti-Trump conspiracy. And, you know, the publisher said, you want to go to The View? I said, of course I'll go to The View. I like Whoopi. I like them. I mean, I have no problem talking about my book. So I go there. And, you know, the first segment was relatively calm. And, you know, I got the transcript. And one of the things I said was, one of the things we need now, we need people to talk to people who ostensibly hate each other. It's time we sat down and had a conversation. And Whoopi, you know, interrupted and said, now? Oh, I'm so glad. But anyway, that was almost prescient. The second segment, after some small talk, I mean, we had, you know, I was making small talk. I was, happy to
selling a book.
discuss
You're a
my
guest.
book. Right? And then we came back, and it was, no holds barred. Whoopi got angry, and what the viewing audience, the television audience, didn't see is that they popped up the cover of my book as she pushed off the desk, unplugged her mic, and then stormed off the set. So I'm there saying, I'm in television. I said, I don't think the segment's over, but I think she just left, Janine. I think it's over.
See what I'm talking about? These guys have anger issues. It is often linked to Trump derangement syndrome. Whoopi Goldberg, Antifa, AOC, Kathy Griffin, and many others have anger issues. They hate conservatives. They hate Trump supporters. They hate Trump, and they hate America. The key word here is hate. Hate has a lot to do with anger issues. Democrats and leftists have anger issues, which is why they are so violent. Which is why they riot, loot, and kill people during these so-called peaceful protests. Not enough people embrace peace. They seem to have hate in their hearts rather than to open their minds to the idea of being peaceful to the people they disagree with. It is frustrating to me that there are so many ignorant people who have so much hatred. Xander Hall and Vosh has plenty of hate towards Trump and his supporters, especially since leftists are okay with anarchy, destruction, violence, and murder. You could be a black family who support Trump, but that does not matter to leftists. They will still attack and kill you for supporting Trump. That's how extreme leftist groups such as BLM and Antifa are. They don't want to talk. They don't want civility. They want war against anyone who threatens their extremist agenda. This is exactly why I oppose leftists. They are trying so fucking hard to force their views onto people, whether you agree with them or not. Why do you think they threaten people at restaurants or in public, asking them to raise their fist or bend the knee? These leftist groups are psychotic fascists. They claim to be against fascism, but leftists act like Nazis did back in the 1940s. By the way, Hitler was a social justice warrior and a socialist. I'll explain why that is right now. Nazis is short for National Socialists. As much as leftists want to try and rewrite history, there's no denying that Nazis are socialists. He claimed that all white Jews were racist and that the original Hebrews were black. He was very defensive of black people, but he still had a racist mindset. He still was against race-mixing couples. He also killed millions of innocent Jews. Compare that to today, and you'll see that leftists and Democrats call all Trump supporters racist. They claim that white Christians are racist. Leftists are social justice warriors. They are defensive of Black Lives Matter. But the only black lives they care about are the criminals who actually kill other black people. They do not care about the innocent black lives that died during these riots, such as Horace Lorenzo Anderson Jr., Zachariah Turner, David Dorn, and David Patrick Underwood. Leftists and the Democratic Party are not your friend. They claim to be against racism, and yet they're the ones often getting caught being racist. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and many others are all racist. Their racism stems from hate and anger towards black people. Why? Maybe because a Tyrone or Jamal stole their girlfriend. Maybe that explains why some of my leftist friends who voted for Joe Biden doesn't have any black friends. While I, on the other hand, have multiple black friends, including a best friend who is black. I also have a black half-brother who I would protect from anyone who would try to hurt and kill him. He may be bigger than me, but I am his older brother, and I would do anything to protect him. So when it comes right down to it, the hate, the anger that these Democrats have, it's all fueled by negativity. They are constantly driven by negativity, which is why they are so hateful and violent. As my friend Mr. Grimes would say in his YouTube videos, F the beef, increase the peace. Check out his music on Spotify. It is amazing. I'll leave his YouTube channel in the description. Anyways, that brings me to the last segment of this week's Social Justice Incel of the Week.
Donald J. Trump is now President of the United States.
Congrats, Jessica Yaniv. You're today's Social Justice Incel of the Week. Jessica Yaniv's hate and anger is what earned him Social Justice Incel of the Week. That's all I have to say. Don't forget to share this video. Tune in next time for more truth, logic, and common sense. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.